We're going to do our daily analysis. So let's start off first with gold. So check this out, guys. So gold, we're pretty much trading in a range, right? We have our resistance range at 23.31 and we have our support range at 23.10. Right now, overall, if you guys go into the higher time frame, you guys can obviously see that price is still in a bearish market. You guys can see on the daily time frame, we are trading under this daily structure right over here, which if you guys go into the lower time frame, you guys can pretty much see that this area of support, we are currently holding it as resistant. And as you guys can also see, we have been rejecting this area multiple times. Now I just took a trade right now with gold, which was pretty much this sell position over here. We end up making 120 pips, a 1 to 3 risk to reward trade. It was a very simple trade, pretty much just price rejected and we enter right over here, set the sell limit, and obviously we took it down over here, which it made us 120 pips. But for you guys, what I'm going to explain to you guys what you guys can look for this morning is going to be two different scenarios. So check this out. If you guys are going to be interested in looking for buys, right, I'd rather wait for price to give us a candle closure above these areas, right? I prefer for you guys to wait for 1 hour candle closure above the 23.31 and then obviously go down into lower time frame and make sure that price does give us a proper pullback and then give us a proper entry. It can be a bullish entry, right? Any bullish confirmation. And then once you guys get those entry, I'll be interested in taking the buy position here to then take it to the next level, which would definitely can be the 23.55, which is going to be around this structure right over here. So 23.55, let's go into 30, which looks better. So it'll be right over here. This can be your first take profit, or 23.57, my bad. So it's gonna be 23.57. Oh, never mind, 23.55. So this definitely could be your first take profit if it continues breaking above. Again, like I explained to you guys the last previous breakdown, where I definitely want to see price coming into is going to be the 23.60, which will most likely be my full take profit for the buys. If obviously we do continue pushing higher, and then from there on, I'm going to have to wait to see how price reacts from this zone, because pretty much I will be looking for sales around this area if it does give me those proper rejection, right? So that's the only way I'm going to be interested in taking buys this morning. If we're going to continue looking for sales, we're going to look for the opposite, which is going to be simply the break and retest under this structure of support, right? Now, 23.10, I did explain to you guys yesterday in the previous day as well, which pretty much this is the area of interest where I'll be interested in taking those buy position, which as you guys can see yesterday, we never got the pullback, but we did get a proper entry around this area, which we took the buy position from there. And then as you guys can see, price later on throughout the day, it did activate our limit, which unfortunately we did delete. And as you guys can see, price pretty much pushing to the upside, playing around for 200 pips. So if you guys will be interested in taking buy position this morning, the sell position this morning, or to continue the sell since we are rejecting this resistance, just simply wait a break and retest under the 23.10, and then obviously you guys can take the sells all the way back down over here, which will be around the 22.95. Again, if it continues breaking under, you guys can definitely take this price all the way back over here, which will be at the 22.83, 84 ranges. So that's going to be for gold. Just simply wait for breakouts. Now we're going to go into US30. So as you guys can see, US30 perfectly sold off from this area of resistance that I mentioned to you guys yesterday, right? Notice we took a position earlier yesterday where we had two positions. So we had a position around this structure, which we were in a drawdown. So I told everyone to readjust their stop loss and then to add another position. So we managed to enter another position right over here, which was 58.550, and then we had our stop loss right over here, which was 58.590, which was like a 40-point range. And as you guys can see, price perfectly rejected this zone and perfectly melted all the way to the downside. Our take profit was exactly at 3,800, which played out for 550 points in a beautiful trade with US30. Now check this out. Check how US30 right now is aggressively selling, right? Now, we broke under this structure over here, which as you guys can see is this area of resistance slash which it was holding at one point as support, right? So, and this over here is another area to keep an eye on as well, which is going to be the 37,680 or 680. So for later on tonight, for today, right, if price does manage to come into the 37,680 and we do see that price does reject, I'll be interested in taking buy position from here to then take it back into the upside. To continue selling, let's say the market doesn't pull back here, but we do get another pullback into the 38,030 or the 3800, we want to make sure that this area of resistance does manage to continue to hold. So if it does manage to continue to hold, obviously just wait for this proper entry, this proper rejection, and then you guys will be interested in taking the sells all the way back into the lows. Now if the 37,680 breaks under, then I'll obviously target back down into these lows, which will be roughly around the 37,385. Now If price does come back into here, but we do see that price starts trading back above it, right, then obviously you guys just want to wait for the opposite thing, which is now wait for the pullback. Make sure that this area of support continues to hold that support, and then we can take it right over here. Same story. If it continues to break above, we can definitely continue looking for more buys and then target back above to these highs right over there. So that's what I'm going to be waiting for. US30 is very, very simple. Just wait for pullbacks here to see if it rejects. If not, just break and retest and continues to buy. Pull back around to this area, make sure that it does reject. I'll be interested in taking buys back into the upside. If not, just break and retest and you guys continue selling. So that's pretty much it, guys, for US30 and gold. Very, very simple. Let's keep it very simple today. Hope you guys enjoy and found this video helpful. See you guys later on.